Good evening, friends. Welcome to the proletarian. No, there's no P in TBD. The traditional form. Oh my! That is very loud. That is extremely loud. Yes, yes. That was quite scary. Pardon. The traditional farmers' democracy. Yes, that's what it is. Or something along those lines. Yes, I'm a little bit startled here by that incredibly loud noise. Yes, it happens that I forget to lower the volume. It's not a good thing. It's very, very bad. But yes, one train museum is finished here. Train museum, one rail yard. And this is a bit, yes, because this is actually works as a warehouse. Warehouse. Yes, a warehouse. Yes. And in here, we could put all trains there, maybe long. No, it will be very not easy to move around, But is this a museum piece? No, it's not. It's easier to find them this way because we have named. Yes. All map. What am I clicking? List of trains. Diesel locomotive. Yes, museum. Steel transport. Look at this. All that stuff that it's been doing. And you can go, to this place. And yes, load 100% of trains, for example. And just very important, wait until loaded. No, not go to depot. What happened now? That's not good. What did I do? It's out. Why, are you heading to the depot? No, you're not. Go here. Yes. We get rid of all this. You didn't want to do that. No. Sorry, missed it, Here we go. Yes. Here we go. This is the locomotive that has pulled all the food up until very recently on our railroads to all the people. Yes, throughout most of known history, in fact. This is quite a short history, but that is what it is. We're having a bit of Workers and Resources soundtrack here, a bit of dub beer here. It's brewed in Germany, it says. Cheers. Prost. This is not all the food. This is the steel. All the steel that is in all our buildings, almost, not quite all, but since the railroad was finished, or where the railroad has reached. Yes, all the steel. Magnificent. Not the food, though. No, that's something else. It's not still in operation. It has been replaced. It has been replaced by a self-built, and it should be replaced again. No, we couldn't replace the our first locomotive. You said, right. Okay, so is this going to work or not? Oh, it's grassy. That's very unfortunate. So I'm very disappointed. No, you were supposed to stay. No, you didn't. Wait. No, okay. Maybe it can't wait until loaded on train. It needs a little thing connected to it. A wagon. Yes, one of those things. So we'll probably forget about that and do something else. These are all unnamed. Okay. Huh. Why do I have so many of those? Because you built them for Berra. Berra has only ever gone back and forth here. It has gone for a refuel. once, I suppose. And then we have all these new things. But where is something? There's nothing here for a museum. No, there's somewhere else, of course, aren't they? The trains. Diesel locomotive. Only fuel and steel are actually museum pieces still, or yes, still. You can use it that way. Yes, but do you have like any wagons? Otherwise, this is not going to work. Is it you? No, you're the Ruby Rocket. Okay. Can we hook one of these up? No. There was a specific error message for this particular thing. Cannot make trains with rail construction vehicles. Okay. Lovely. Yes, and you can almost tell that's a try and catch. You know, that had crashed the game or something at some point. That's how that's, you know, that may be the origin. I'm just speculating, of course. You know, it's not impossible. Yes, the Ruby Rocket is also a museum piece. Yes, of course it is. It's not in use. We need one wagon. That's also nice, you know, because now we can sort of know what the train has been used for. This has been used for petroleum. Both of these. Yes, you both come here now. Come to the train museum here. Somewhere about. Yes, here, somewhere about. Yes, add stop here, new stop. It doesn't say add stop, it says new stop. Yes, but we're adding a stop to the route. Nothing. Alvar train depot. I don't know. We're supposed to go here. Yes. Yes. Load oil and wait until load. Yes. Go. And come to think of it, this will probably use more, you know, on the CPU cycles. They're just sitting here idling. Both in the figurative sense and in the literal sense, you know. You're already set here, but you set you to unload. That sounds not good. Wait until loaded and do bitumen. You know, this could go wrong. If we parked up a train in here with bitumen, I believe it would be get loaded onto that train. Yes, it's fine. Yes, you go and here. The cave-in is not nice there. No, could we remove that truck? Yes, we could remove it and lay it again. Yes. This is a tiny train. What is it? Yes, I told you, but I have not told you. No, don't do this. God damn it! You loaded up on bitumen. Yes, I think you should go back here and unload this again, please. I think we need to go and have a look at you because you made it. You actually made it to the place here. Yes, and that what he did there. Yes, I think it's a he. Maybe it's a she. She looks a bit feminine for a train, I suppose. Bit, maybe. Anyway, what was I saying about the train? What was you saying? It is now. It's set to unload. Yes, very good. Unload. Pardon the noise there. Yes. How are you doing? Yeah, you're doing quite well. Now you're finished. Very good. You go to the rail yard medium here. Now, wait till load oil. That will do nicely. Oh, and night is falling. And was that an autosave maybe? Or really, yes, really already here 10 minutes or whatever it is it set to. I don't know. Oh, here's a lake. Right, we've been here plenty of times. We have. And let's see here, what is happening? Oh, it's blue. Something is in here. Somewhere. Yes, it might be the food train. Yes, it might. It does look as it would be the food train. Should we go and have a look? No, that was a pile of steel. We're not anywhere near the food plant. We haven't gone by Polochevo yet, you know. Where is the train now? I'm properly confused here. Here it is. Yes, here we go. The Ferris wheel and everything here. Very nice. Right, that's correct. I've been saying that the good people of what they called Sayov are the only ones with culture. But Polochevo also has culture. Actually, that's a tree. Yes, that's a tree. Because the Ferris wheel actually acts as culture, I do believe. We're going to keep catching up to this heavy fuel train here, because I think it would be completely full now. It has been down at the oil refinery. There's red. What's going on here, you think? Oh, here's a brick train coming. There's lots of stuff going on here now, obviously. Yes, this is a pro tip here. Pro tip. I take back using that phrase. But here's yes, I call it a pro tip then. What was the point? The point was not that. The point was I forgot. I forget the point. Yes, yes, of course. Don't build this much stuff in one place, because it slows down quite a bit here. If you keep on doing this, you can be quite fine. Yes, the game it feels very optimized most of the time, but this is a bit much. Yes. Anyway, you were going to have a red while we were going to the train museum, you know. Here with the Ruby rocket. Yes, it's not very rockety. Here, is it? No, not yet. We could get the Excel 1 to 100 for once on these things. If I do here, if we could get a green, that is, which we might not, and when we get the green, it is a good chance that the train will shoot out. Under these circumstances, yes, I'm completely safe. Now, finally, but there's something wrong here. There you go. There you go. 30, 40, 60. Yes, come on then. 70, 80. There we go. We got another gear and 100. 13 seconds. Ah, that's not so bad for a train of a train of 123 tons. It's not very much for a train. Now it's just a locomotive and an empty wagon. Now if you go and compare that to to an oil, a fully loaded one, long. If it actually makes a difference. 13 seconds. Now we keep that in, recall that for a later occasion. Maybe 14, something like that. 13, 14 is not an exact science. But yes, we're looking very closely at the train. Yes, we are. Everything seems to be going fine. There's even smoke from the food factory. There was, however, no smoke from the fabric or clothing factory. Should we have a look just to be safe on what's going on with the population statistics? It seems fine. Yes, but there's a real lag, before there's a problem at the factory. If there's a problem at the factory, yes, there's a real lag. Look, there's Lenin here. Yes, if there's a problem at the factory, there's a real chance that the people, that it takes a long time before it is noticed among the people. Yes, something like that was what I was trying to say. And we are 24,245 people in the nation. Yes, and it's lovely. What growth we've had. They are incredibly keen on populating, repopulating here, multiplying, yes, procreating, I think you call it. 333 adult children. Boards. This is a good beer, this one, the Dub. Yes. This, I see this here, yes, it's doing great. I mean, even the culture, this is fantastic. Yes, it's approaching, what is it? It's 60% or something. Culture. Yes, it is exactly 60%. Yeah, good eye measure there on that bar. Yes. That's lovely. Almost all through television and radio. Yes, lovely. It is the culture after all. Or can be. It doesn't have to be, but it can be. Here it is, the 11th of August of the year 2000. That's 20 years ago. What the hell? Yes. Anyway, the Ruby rocket is making its way to pardon. Yes, I don't know what I'm talking. I'm talking rubbish, as is the usual. However, the Ruby rocket here, it is going to the thing. Yes, I keep losing my train of thought. For real, here actually, no pun intended. Or did I use the phrase for real? That's terrible. No offense to anyone who uses these. I mean, it's not at all. It's just that I don't like to. I don't know if I like or not, but I usually don't. I don't know. That's a bit of a sidetrack. Yes, the puns are. Where are we? We ought to be there soon, aren't we? No, what are you doing here? Oh, you have chosen to go for a refuel. Why not go to Molna and do that on the way out there? Is there a problem in Molna? There has never been a problem in Molna. Knock on wood. But no, it is 230 volts here on the meter, and 150 tons of fuel in storage. 0.5 even. It is, on the thing. What is it called? Heat spending. I don't know. The tension of the water, keeps it from dripping down. Yes, indeed. What should we? Let's see here. Footpath. Yes, I keep losing it. Sorry. Very sorry. I may not be completely well in the old mind there, 54 tons of alcohol. 54 tons. That sounds like quite. How much alcohol do we actually consume in a year? Say this year until August. No, it's more interesting one whole year, isn't it? No, until August, my magic find. Never mind. The domestic, yes, domestic production and consumption, consumption of things. Yes, indeed. Alcohol. 255 tons in a year. That doesn't sound like very much. I don't know. We are 22,000 people, of which at least 12,000 are over the age of 21. Yes. Yes, plus 300. Yes, and I suppose the legal, the drinking age is not 21, but that's ridiculous. No. However, it sounds a bit low, but I suppose that's good or something. It seems to be adequate. How are they doing on the old alcohol? Not very much on the alcohol enjoyment. Only 22% or something. But yes, at some places it is a bit. They are a bit happy in the drink there. Yes, the reason we're talking about that is that this locomotive or train is carrying alcohol. Indeed. Our second locomotive. Yes, these old things, they're old. They are not very old. They really should be replaced. And something like the alcohol train could actually be quite easily replaced, because it's not in it has been at the last stop along its journey, and it has 41 out of 67 tons left, and there it goes again. So we are quite well satisfying the demand of that resource. Food, however, is we're keeping up, but we are just barely keeping up after all. Oh, here is the all the vehicles. Yes. We still don't have enough steel to go around, though. Oh, that is a resource that it will still take a while to catch up on this, won't it? It's coming up Monterey. Yes, it will. Have you gotten here yet? Yes, one train has gotten here. How did this turn out then? Yeah, it looks silly with just one wagon. It does. We're going to have to build wagons. Okay. Just to put in the museum, because we don't need them, really. I mean, you know, something that one could do, if one wanted to get immensely rich here, would be to exploit... Oops, pardon. That's not what I meant to do. We could go here just as well. Could be to exploit the oil resources. The oil resource, yes. We have only taken advantage of one spot here. Yes, it is quite whatchamacallit, generous here, the random map generator. Although it is very annoying to exploit if you would want to do it in a large scale, because it is so scattered about. If you would want to, you know, we could build a great pipeline network through all of these and such. Why isn't this toggleable? You know, it is very annoying. You cannot point here. Anyway, uranium ore we don't need anymore. Any more of, that is. We certainly need more of it. Not much, but a little bit. Oil, we're out of oil. But we're certainly keeping up. Look at this, 6,500. We're back. We're back to business. We're back in business. We have stuff now. Now we have good buffer. Good buffer. Yes, definitely good buffer. There we go. Operating without issues. And there's a train in here. What are you doing? Have a look at the smoke. Yes. And we should have something from the soundtrack, of course. Sergei here. Or Sergei, or something, as you would, if you would say if you were an English-speaking person, or I think something along those lines. Or I don't know how you would say it if you would be more of the Eastern inclination. Sergei, I think that's why, you know, our way. Sergei is closer to, I don't know. Now you're talking about rubbish stuff again that you don't know anything about. Not that the things themselves are rubbish, but your knowledge may well be quite rubbish. You have absolutely no. I'm not speculating. One can speculate. Is it not allowed to speculate? I think it is. Yes, I think it is allowed to speculate. Det blir dansk stilmill. I mean, 250 people we have in here now. That's quite good. Still full on the coal heap, but the iron is not keeping up. Yes, we would want another bus on here. How far is it to what we call it, Katzinchal here? Well, you know what one could do. It would be quite difficult. I put passengers on this rail. I don't think it would work. You know, to work in the iron mine. So only 3 people in here. Yes, but the trains will not work, you know, to have that seldom. Perhaps, but then again, if we look here, I mean, yes, we have workers here, but what's the point? Well, the point is to make cement. However, we don't use that much. We just use it sometimes. And here we have 230 workers waiting. That is quite a lot of untapped potential. I think there's only one bus actually in traffic here. Yes. What are you doing? No. Okay, you're out on the roads. Yes, of course. These people who get to... Do you know what kind of journey you're in for here? Oh, you've gone over the mountain pass already. Okay. And you've been through the best bit. Now it's only this for about 2.5 hours. Yes, and then you get to work in the oil refinery. You know, and someone indicated on the Steam forums that the travel time would eat into the working shift, and I don't think that is correct. Or is it? I don't think it is. I mean, there's only one way to find out here. Yes. Let's hope that we remember what this was about a little bit later. Katincha bus platform. You could look at something, maybe a nicer angle here. Yes, this isn't too bad. High voltage wire, and you see a chimney in the distance. It's from the coal plant, the coal power plant. That is. It's our original electricity generating thing. Yes, it's getting to the point, you know. Has one won the game yet? And then you can either start over or do something different. But I think I've been saying, you know, or something that it's supposed to be left running for a while and see if it works a long time. And there are still optimizations and things to tweak before we can do that. Things still happen here. Yes, they do. And eventually it would fall. For some reason, it would collapse, you know. Due to some logistical error or some random occurrence or some fire, maybe. A fire could certainly do it. And yes, some part, and certainly random things with trains, for example. Yes, if the trains would get snarled up in the wrong place, yes, there are many places where they could, if one has made a mistake or something, or if it's just not possible, or if it's just something wrong with it. However, yes, if that would happen, then almost everyone would die, unfortunately. Yes. I wonder who'd survive. I think the people of Alvaret and the original town, actually, of Polochevo. The original town, the first village to be exploited, embraced by us here. Yes. And what's yes. I feel I have to go and look up on the colleague a little bit. Yes, she may be in need of assistance. So going to take a little break, you know. But you were going to do this. Yes, she's there. Okay, time traveling, 4 hours, give or take. So you're only going to work for 4 hours, 4 and a bit hours, 4 hours, 8 minutes, or what? We could look where she's here. Oh, she's working at the. How to call it, chemical thing. That's excellent. One could certainly put more buses on Katincha bus platform here. Yes, I think they could make it to the iron mine. Yes, but I might be wrong about this. I might be. I don't know. But it's going to take a little while longer. 3.5 hours. Yes, but if that is correct, in 1 hour, of the time will continue as Alisa here. As Alisa experiences it, she should go home. Yes, very soon. 8 minutes. No, she didn't. Did I calculate it wrong? I don't know. No. No, she seems to be working. For longer at least. Does it take anything out of it? I don't think so. Well, come on then. We can have a bit more music. Soviet Electro. Working shift. 5.5 hours. Come on. Well, come on. I don't want anything to happen, actually. You're just supposed to stay here, aren't you? We don't need to stay with the person all the time. And if we really want to figure this out, you know, we also need to see her free time. How much free time she has left. Because they may actually be cheating with travel time. How much time, I don't know how it works. That's something. Or they have maybe, you know, moving days. And it's a shame that the English language doesn't have the word, an equivalence of the word dingin, for example, as many other languages do. Oh, there you go, free time. Yeah, she definitely worked for 8 hours. Yes, and this always happens for some reason, where when free time starts, it takes a little while to kick in. But it starts from 0, I think. Yes, whatever it is. Food, 8.19 kilograms. You need. What and you only have one child. Oh, you are quite demanding, aren't you? Yes, but then again, she sat on the bus for 4 hours and then worked for 8 hours at the chemicals factory, number 2. So, I mean, I can understand. She doesn't have a radio. Why not? Don't they have Katzinchad? You don't have electronics at the shop in Katzinchad, really? That's a kindergarten. Yes, I know, we can follow. She's going to the shop. Here it is. There are no electronics. That is correct. What? Why? He's 100% happy, but still missing out on the great culture. Food. Food? No, that's not what you electronics. Electronics, where is it? It's in here somewhere. Yes, there it is. 246 tons. That sounds like a bit. Yes, at Beate's warehouse, for example, they have quite a lot. Radio and television train. You unload 19% at Katzincha warehouse, where they have 21 tons of the stuff. Okay, then I see what's going on. Sorry, a slight administrative oversight here. We want you to handle electronics. Katzincha, you're set to unload everything, but you don't load electronics at the warehouse. Katzincha warehouse, load electronics. Damn it. We've been driving electronics out here on the train for such a long time. And Katzincha is not a small town either. 3,000 that can now get electronics. We should maybe even keep a bit with 1.5 tons. I don't know how much they use. But now that they're getting electronics, you were saying something about building a rail connection here. I mean, this is certainly the shortest way. I mean, the road is It is a little bit longer or further, or what you say, but it isn't that bad. They'll manage this. No, it's not. I mean, the rail is not that much closer, and it's full of semaphores and trains, mostly many trains, and sometimes. I think what we'll do is we'll have a bus, and of course I think we have brand new buses. This is Vraska. How is Vraska? How are you doing here with the nuclear fuel? As well, we're in the vicinity. You seem to be doing quite good. Very good, operating without issues. Many people in there. This is a huge roundabout. Yes. Are they finished here with this road yet? No, they're not. This is very, very slow business. Why can't you get more asphalt out here? We have plenty of dumpers. They are going very, very slowly because it's a mud road. It might have been quicker actually to build a gravel road first, before trying to do all this small fiddly stuff. Might actually have been quicker. We could upgrade it now. No, we couldn't, but soon, when this is finished, which it won't be for a while. Are the dumpers stuck? Yes, this is the problem when they're laying asphalt, when you have delays in getting workers to the worksite or mechanism. So they stand around for a long time waiting. I would think that the asphalt would get cold and become a big lump during this time, but it's maybe it looks like an order. As it would not be a good thing if they added that though. Gravel. Yes, they also need dumpers. What is this? Kachincha? Yeah, we can keep you around. You will come in handy pretty soon. We should have 2 trains here now. Yes. It would have looked maybe a little bit better if they parked the other way around. But it is the way it is. We look a bit more ready to go, I don't think I can get them to do that. No. And here we have semaphores indicating the situation. And we have grass. That's a problem. So they say you're supposed to flatten the area. Maybe we should tear one of these down. This one, for example. And see what happens. Rail yard medium. If we were to try and do some flattening here, show wireframe. Yes, it is completely flat, but just to get rid of the grass, maybe. You have never been able to move that window, don't try. They have become a bit 16 tons. Yes, but here they have started steel framing. They have not... there are 15 tons of steel at the construction. That's a bit wasteful, to throw away. Yes, but do you want grass underneath? Damn it, 15 tons of steel. Ugh. Yes, I have 3,000. Still, they have not started putting it up, And they could have just put it here for a few hours. That's what it takes. We should have a bit of this. We have one bulldozer. We might not even be able to do anything with it. This might have been very stupid. If one does the same out here, then the grass disappears. Yes. But here, we cannot do it because there is a road. And the road has also... This road has not even started. Get rid of this. Perfect. Oh, that was free. Yes, that was completely free. If we can get it to work again. Now let's try the bulldozer one more time. Not this bulldozer. No, this one. Yes. But it's sort of... we don't want you to do something too severe with the train here, because it is already pretty flat. This has 42 tons of asphalt. We cannot throw away 42, but 15 tons of steel you can throw away. Yes, because steel, it's all about you, how much you have and how much you need, Asphalt may sound like a trivial thing when compared to steel. But one thing that is not trivial, however, is that we might have to rebuild a bit of railroad here, and that caused a major issue last time on the choke point here. On this choke, this is a proper choke point because every train goes through here. There might be one exception, but as far as I know, all of them. Yes, we are going to build another one of these, then try and hope this time that no grass is growing through them. Where was that again? Was it? It was not a railroad construction office. It was something else. It was like storage, I think. Or no, no. No, where was that again? Monument, it's certainly not platform station. That one, no. Nothing. Construction office. It's certainly not construction office. Storage. We've already been here. Cargo station. It must be a cargo station. Yes, here it is. Yes, that took a while. There we go. How could they have started on this, by the way, when the road is not finished? Because there was plenty of stuff here. And we're going to have to put it at a different place. Was it really worth it? No. Now that you say it, it was not. But there we go. And now we're going to have to do this. I'm a bit hesitant, but we're going to have it. Damn it, this was difficult to do. And it took a long time. Because of some grass, you're doing this once, okay? The only time we're doing it. Here it looks to be a bit something with the landscape. Maybe the road might. Yes, we do. There we go. To be safe. Say. And here somewhere, where you will fit and where we will get all the railroad hooked on and so on. About here, yes, about where you were before, I think this is. Maybe. Yes, that's how they managed to start it, building it, because they finished this bit. They had finished that bit, and yes, but this is the most annoying, because this is very difficult. It's not really quite possible. I don't know if that's what you wanted to do. I don't know how you had this, but it did. That's dangerous. I think here. Yes, but there are still two left. How are you going? I really don't know how to do. Oh, okay, fine. Yes, very good. 93,000. Very cheap. But that's not the problem. The problem is the amount of chaos, or the amount is not chaos, it's just queuing. The amount of queuing that this goes with. And here you have it all to yourself, all the way from there. Yes, you still have a signal here, even here. Oh, okay, this is a problem. I don't think I can place a semaphore here. Yes, I could. Can I place a semaphore here? That's pushing it. I can't even select it. I'm not sure if it should be allowed to be built under these circumstances. Because it is not possible to... there is 1 or 2 pixels here or something that will get it. I had it. I gotta have it. Come on. I know that's not the right one. Yes, we can get that in, if that will help. Yeah, I saw it. I am certain of it. Come on, give it. I'm going to give up now. Yes, I'm going to give up now. Fine, we have this here instead then. We can't place semaphore here. Okay. And we're going to have a problem. If any train drives in here, that's not going to happen then. Bug. What is this? No? Okay, apparently not. Bug! Not that one. No. This one, the unselectable. Pardon me. The unselectable. No, what are you doing? Stop. You're just making things worse all the time here for everything that you're doing. So what's going on with all these things flapping about? I don't know what this is, if it's all right or not. It is very, very something. Is what it is. Can we get this track here? Sure. I might be pushing it a bit with that. Here. Come on. Exactly the same thing. See, no. Yes. There we go. That's what we need. And the construction trains that had gotten out here. Yes. Oh, yes, that was good to have in memory. But they are out again. Very good. But it will be a long time before this is finished. Yes, they need to build the road, and they need to build the thing, and here comes a bus. 30 workers. How long does this take? 1.5 hours. Not that bad, not for commute. You have television and radio. And look at that. But we were heading to the vehicle factory here. Yes, here. And taking out two more buses. 2 more. Okay. Yes, we're taking out 2 more buses. 2 new buses. Yes. I certainly hope. That is a bit distracting. What we're doing? Yes, we're taking the buses out of storage. Here. And taking this one to here. Yes. But not really. We're only doing this for a little bit. And then here we have Katzinshad bus platform. Yes. Look at it. Here we go. This should be a line. Of course, it should be a line. New line. Katzinshad. Do I really need 2 of these? Iron ore. Yes. I'm not sure I need 2 of them, in fact. But anyway, new stop here. And then 150 workers waiting. That's fantastic. You drive over here via this to the thing. Yes, to the iron mine. You mean? Yes, to the iron mine. Here it is. Here, stop. Here. This is the iron mine. You can't get the idea to load here. No. I don't think there's any workers available at any point. Now we need the bus depot. We'll find the buses again. See if they made it here. Yes, they have. Where are they? Is it these? Or is it the, I don't know which one I clicked. Those seem to have already been open. So those ought to be the ones. Yes, here, that one, and one of you, go. Now, you're going to want to fuel up here. You could have done that on the way. There's a gas station right here, but I'm not sure it's going to do it. We'll see. It does have very little fuel. There's a worker going to the power plant to work at the nuclear power plant. It's fantastic, this thing. It's running so well. Maximum amount of engineers, yes, and workers too, almost. Yes, this is excellent. 8 tons of fuel in the containers and 13.14, just high amounts to fuel those things, to fuel high amounts of nuclear fuel in the reactor. Fantastic. How much of this potential are we using then? Is it about, it's not even 5%, that 10 megawatts out of 156. Yes, it's fine. We have a surplus. We have a bit of a surplus, but that's all right. We want to have a surplus. Yes, of course we do. It's a very good thing to have. You were going along in the bus. Yes, here we go. Here's the bus again. Apparently, yes, this bit is should not be a gravel road. No. This should be upgraded. Of course it should. But we need some space for a temporary bypass route here. Okay, out from here. I don't think it will do it. Maybe. We always need to keep so many windows open. It's the way it gets. Sorry. There we go. Hansasino, Katinchad. We're in Hansasino now. This is not possible. This shack, 65% quality of flats, you say? That doesn't sound like lots. No. I wonder where they got moved. Oh, the thing is that we're also going to have to tear down the one on there. No, I don't want to do that. That's a nice one. Screw it. We'll do. Oh, they have a secondary connection here. Yes, they do. They can have this. Yes, that will do. Yes, I'll try and remember to put this back later. Might not happen. But here we go. This is a temporary thing. Out to here, bypass. There you have it. And now we can even have luxury here a bit. That bit. Yes, that's enough luxury. The last houses is where the thing ends, of course. There you go. That will only be half a year or something to do. Yes, we're going to have. I need to take a little break pretty soon. Reset owners. I suppose the original owners of these automobiles have died quite a long time ago at this point. Since the people's lifespans are quite short in the larger scope of things. There's 2.3 tons of 2.3 electronics. She's got Nyasha Rollan. So Rollan is a recurring name here. The total time traveling. What are you doing? Have you gotten any electronics yet? Absolutely none. Almost as good as nothing. What about you, Eriks? A bit. Yes, a bit. You have started to gain a bit of electronics. Soon you'll have a radio. Oh, there are even shoppers outside of the shop now that we have. There are only 10 workers here in this shopping center in Katinchad. Are you serious? Katinchad. 3,000 people and 10 workers at the shop. Okay. Very good. We will have. What should we do? Should we see what's going on? Steel mill. Are you? I think that you're a bit limited by the availability of iron. Yes, that's what we employed. The truck. It's a truck for transporting people. And it's not this one. It's this one. What's this then? Katincha. Yes, but there's only one that is moving, and that would be this one. There's another Mars 305. I wish I could get some nicer buses, but nothing has caught my eye. These seem good. They are quick. They are the fastest bus. 104 kilometers an hour here down the road, center of town. That's how we drive. That's an accident about to happen, but you know, they just make it somehow. And I mean, the sidewalks here. Oh, that one actually walks on the sidewalk. No, it doesn't. But that was because it was crossing the road. But there was one that was not walking on the sidewalk. Was there not? I don't know. Where are we? We are. Is that the cement plant? Cement factory over there? If that's the case, we're in Katinchad. And here are conveyors. No, this is not. This is the steel mill. I'm completely confused as usual. I thought I was getting a grip off the thing for a while there, but obviously not. Yes, but at least you took a left, and you have absolutely no fuel. There were no places on the way where you could fill up a bit. Oh, we have a nice sunset here on the bridge, and if you look, thank you. Ta-da! That's pretty decent, isn't it? Yes, I think it is. We have a Soviet dance floor. And with that, I think we should take a little break here in the sun. We'll just watch the sunset. Yes, we have to watch the sunset. But are you going to say anything more? No, not for the moment. Look at the sunset, it's quite magnificent. Yes, there we go, it's night. I suppose it's night now, yes. No, it's definitely night. Yes. Right. Are we? Yes, we're actually getting to Katinchad, but you were taking a break, you said. Yes, we are taking a break. You see, they're out of iron. We'll see about that. That's what we'll do. We're trying and keep you around. Just to see what happens. If we could remember to not close them. Steel mill. Hello. No, we can close. This might be pushing it for commutability, but we'll see. And well, I'll be right back, as per the usual. There we go. And we're back. There, yes. Oh, it is morning here. I think it was night before. Yeah, I think it was night before. Yes, you cannot walk there, colleague. You have to go here. Yes, over here you have to be. Yes, we put you here. There you'll be very good. Yes. Well, pardon the lack of action here. We're following the same bus, I think, aren't we? Some time passed, and here we are. I wonder if is this working? We now know. We get an instant 95 workers full. How long have you been traveling? 3 hours. 2.5 hours on this in this vehicle, so it's plenty of time to spare, actually. And here's a gas station, and everything is perfect. It is quite quite good. And are you going to the gas station? No, you're not. I wonder if the road is finished up by Hansasino. It might. I don't think it is. It takes some time to build those, small fiddler bits of road. And this ought to do. Has this had an effect? This must have had an effect on the availability of iron. Well, let's see how much iron we've got here. It is empty still. This is not enough to keep the steel mill busy at the current rate. Going to have to increase. More workers or more resources. Yes, more both. Here, go. Second bus. We can fit a lot more in there, but this is starting to max out. Is this starting to be our bottleneck? It is. The export is full in iron mine. Then it's not going to help sending another bus out here. What you need then is a second one of these. So we're going to turn into an enormous industry nation here now in the mid 2000s, preparing for the coming economic crisis. Or if it has already happened. Memory is foggy these days. It is. And I feel like if you lived through it, then you don't really need to know the exact dates as such. You live through it, you're part of the history. You're part of history. The steel mill, yes, it's being held back as a little bit by the iron, unfortunately. Which is a bit of a shame. But, if you want to do something about the building, how difficult would it be to build another one of these? Actually, it might not be that difficult. The most difficult bit is the iron transport. And that is almost taken care of here. Let's see if it would be at all possible to do a gravel coal iron mine. No, not an iron mine. An iron ore processing plant. Yes, this is what we want. Can't build due to infrastructure, but I think that the infrastructure could be moved. We're getting a green. On that one, there's a road though that I'm not too keen on moving. But this bit, we have the electrical substation pulling half a megawatt. Yes, it's a substation for the steel mill, I would think. And many other things. That would be a bit of a shame to tear down. Steel mill. It's not even on this one. 0.4 megawatts. What are you using 0.4 megawatts? Oh, iron mine. I see. Yes, very good. I suppose we'll have a bit of a temporary steel crisis here. If we do this. But only to come back with much better. Much better. And things. Let's see, should we have... must have something from the soundtrack, of course. Yes, very serious. Oh, there we go. This is completely empty. That is not good. Why is it empty? Do we have a tanker anywhere? No, we don't. Tankers are never just standing around. Well, actually, sometimes they are standing around about here somewhere. As you mean here? Such as one of these, or this. Yes, this is a bit poor nowadays. But still, it's a museum piece, really. Peterbilt 359 oil. Yes, this we could take. This we could use to go such a very small distance. Why don't you use a distribution office? Because I don't think it's any use. I think their rosters are filled, or what you call it. Their list they cannot have anymore. But you go to yes, this is a very short route. Where are we? I'm still completely confused by this for some reason today. I don't know why. That's the way it is. near the iron mine. Here we are. Yes, here we have train road vehicles depot. Gdansk train diesel station. Load 100% of fuel. Yes, and there and unload. Wait until unloaded. And here we go. We remove. Yes, we remove. And we remove the next one. And the next one too. Yes, there we go. You go here and you unload 100% of the train diesel load. Yes, and then you go there. Yes, and you wait. I'm done. Go. Here we go from there to there. Simple as that. That will do, I think, a whole lot of difference. Oh, I hit the pause. I'm terribly sorry. Will this happen to be our first Mercedes? Yes, it is. Lovely. Should we see, if we take away this, we can actually see the lovely vehicle going by here. Yeah, it's not bad. Oh, we're clipping through the ground. That is bad. Try and avoid buildings we have to live with. And when we're in this close, I really wish we could get even closer here. We can't. Regrettably, that's the way it is. What happened? Oh, the ambulance went into the house. Maybe, I don't know. Traffic happened. Yes, traffic did happen. Okay, let's see. I'm probably going to have to need me one of these silences, and then a little bit of one of those. Thank you. And pardon the interruption. It has to be done. And no. I'm really yes, very good. I'm filled to 130%. These are getting culture right when they are getting culture here. Very good. All that they don't get now is sports. Otherwise, we have everything. Yes, we have everything. Yes, I really am completely confused here. I forgot the thing that I was supposed to be doing during the pause. This is terrible. But that's the way it is. 300 adult children. They don't say. Pardon the interruption. Yes, it really is confused. It is properly confused. I think that you should probably skip forwards a bit here, because I don't think it's going to improve. It might improve a bit later. I hope so. But for now, it's not. It might not improve. You don't have any clothing. That might indicate that there actually was a problem. Polo has had a history of this problem. Okay, or it is just that the truck, it's just about to get here. Let's see. Or maybe they don't have enough trucks at the distribution office. Waiting station, currently heading to this building. Food, route plan. Alvar, the road cars load food. Okay, you're not even doing any clothing, but you might be. Yes, you're doing clothing. Where are you getting the clothing factory? Is where you get them. Okay, there's nothing here. There are so many things here now. We can remove this. So we can close this. Close this. And see what we got here. Klädtåget. Okay, you're taking everything. And that's why you don't send out anything while the clothing train is in here, do you? I don't know. What if we were to add this warehouse? There's no clothing here. Not while the train is in. That's the problem. Let's try. Building already assigned. Swage warehouse 2. Swage warehouse 2. Load clothing. Yes, it was already assigned, but I could click it. Yes, and it's only in there once. Okay. 5 people in the clothing factory. It's not a lot. And you're still not heading here, are you? In route plan. What is this? You do... Swage, where okay, you did... That's old. Very, very old. Maybe we should use that. Here, somehow. We can't. We can't. Because the train is taking all it here. How long? God damn it. The easiest solution, and the only solution really, is to get more people in the clothing factory. Because we have 181 tons of fabric there in the warehouse, so that ought to do quite. And there is one person in the fabric factory, and they cannot store or export fabric. That's pretty decent. This is not decent though. We need much more clothing. Oh, the population has increased quite a bit. Alcohol, we're down on alcohol too. God damn it, we need to increase here as well. And moreover, we might even need to increase the supply of workers here. Let's see, what there are plenty of vehicles associated with this building. You're not a line or anything. You just come from Polochevo. Okay. Yes, this is the food worker line from Molna. You get out 100% and then you go to Polochevo. Maybe you shouldn't be doing this. Why are you standing? You're not going. So you should probably be doing this. Get out 100%. No, I think that you should load. There. What is this? The KB732. Is it? I mean, if it's this one, I don't think that we should use it so much. No. Okay. Oh, look, we have new trucks, but there's an old one. What's this? What are you doing here? Right, I don't think I did for the first one. Yes, for the first one I kept the KMs. I'm not going to keep them. Oh, new out with old and in with the new here. That is the way of things in the traditional farmers' democracy. Traditionella bondedemokratin. Here, one more. No, 2 more. Yellow or red. We'll have 1 of each. There you go. And you come here. And you as well. Maybe not with this one. Come think of it. Something else. Something. Where do we keep useless stuff? Or useless? There's nothing useless. It's just that we don't need that many open hulls now any longer when we have the trains hauling that kind of stuff around. Yes. What are you doing? You are going. I have not started. Why not? Road cargo station. Why did you go and load? Didn't I tell you to get here? Maybe not. What? But you? Didn't I start? No, I didn't start. Obviously. Is it here? Or I changed. Maybe I changed the depot on this vehicle. That is probably what happened. Yes, and you? No. This, yes, you are depot. Good. You are depoted. You have been depoted. You will soon be in the depot. You should be in this depot. Yes, never mind. We'll move them around at a later date, if at all. However, we know those are open house, not dumpers. It's dumpers that we need here more than anything. It's just a ridiculous amount. How did we do? I'm not sure we did any better, unfortunately. No. Can one do, if one were to do something like this, I'm fiddling a bit here, experimenting, with the thing. Yes, that gets rid of it. For a while, in a way. But it doesn't reach all the way in, but it's better than nothing. Okay. As you can even build the footpathing straight into these. I think there is some sort of thing that happens when you build so long, because when do so long things, they don't work quite right. Yes, it is a mod after all. This may not be perfect. Hansasino, however, where one working cannot work because there is no kindergarten. Pardon me, that's no problem. That's no problem at all. And the church, how you? Okay, 44 visitors. Pretty good, I suppose. Cheers. Nymphadora. Indeed. At the Medium Cathedral. Hospital. Oh, that's not the hospital, this is the hospital. If you here is the what? Oh, they're waiting for treatment. Can increase a bit. Okay. Actually, 4,500 people. Very good. We haven't been to Huskvarna yet at all. In the broadcasting capital and the capital. And the capital of culture and everything. Rating 50%, that's pretty decent. And 77% of the population has a radio. You don't get much more than that with a radio station, but with a television station you can get to 75%. Current audience, 1,000 people almost are watching television at the current moment. If I were to switch this off, say, do they turn on the radio instead? Yes, they do. And not all of them, maybe, but yes, 1,300%. Okay. Yes, we will take this back up here to maximum. We want it to be the best television station possible that it can possibly be. Yes, again, I spaced out. Sorry, I spaced out. I am spacing out. Yes, as I said before, feel free to skip forward. So this is no good. It's just, isn't it? Here, Motherland calls, that's certainly not no good. It's certainly not no good. That's a good thing, that means. I'm trying to say, no one lives here. No one lives here yet. There are still no adult children in Huskvarna. These houses are built quite close together. We cannot even get to see. Oh, there it is, a slight gap. Very, very close. Yes, they can have interactions here between the neighbors. They are a little bit higher up though, but anyway. talk about how life is here and working at the television station and riding the trolley bus to get to the shop. Because I suppose that's all that's what all of you want to do, is it not? Milomir Adam. Food. Now you have half of food. What are you doing then? Sport, you're not going to get. Sorry, go home and listen to the radio or watch the television. — 1.5 megawatts here, really? That's pretty good. There's a lot of power. How much power is this dedicated? Yes, this. Nowadays, it has changed. 3.5 megawatts for Husqvarna alone. It's very jerky there with the movement. Yes. For I found what it is that makes the mouse so incredibly slow. Yes. There's a thing you can click here. On the mouse, I have yes, it is. There it is, incredibly quick, so quick that if you let's say you wanted to travel to Bälre, which is as far away as possible, and the place where we store the spent nuclear fuel, we could travel there in like no time at all. There we go. It's almost as quick as using the minimap, but it is completely unusable. And the other setting is incredibly slow. Yes. Hello. At this rate, you're going to have to. Yes, quite a while. Molna Öst we have here, and here comes Molna. But where you want it is here. Yes, this is where I want it. Is this not too? No, this is too quick. Yes. 2 clicks from the slowest setting is where you want it. Where I want it. Oh, the sun is rising. How lovely. There, they turned off the lights. Now the sun is setting. You complete. I don't even find the words. No, for such a thing. Maybe we could try. Could we try and get a footpath here to clear out some of the grass? But I know it's so dark, so I cannot see if it's doing any good or not. This one can apparently build these inside. Okay, that doesn't look too good. Let's see if we can remove that and still. Yes, the grass did not grow back, but it will grow back, I think. If we don't leave this in. Yes, we'll have them on the outside here. Maybe it isn't such a bad thing to have them inside here. I don't know if it matters. Maybe it doesn't matter. We should have to wait until daylight. How much of an issue has this caused so far? Is there a pile-up? There is no train here. That is everything all right here? Yes, everything is excellent. Resource stats, how much food we have? 1,200 tons. I think that's about what it's supposed to be if it's decent. Husqvarna is the first one at 24 tons. That's not very much. No. Vehicles waiting at stations. No, but I see no shopping center. No, not shopping center. Here is the food train, our first locomotive. Where are you? Are you heading to Husqvarna? Okay, good. 115 tons you have left. Very nice. But we are right on. We are quite close to the limits. Here. If there would be a proper... they have 106 tons. Did I misread? Or was there somewhere else that was a bit lacking? Food? Who's gonna... Yes, okay, they have the smallest amount, except for Alvaret. Alvaret is just auxiliary, so that's fine. Do you unload everything, or do you left a bit? Are they full? Yes, they're full. Okay. Is there something we could not have in here to have a bit more? We could have less alcohol. 10% of the storage is maybe a bit much. But you're not going to have more electrical components, so you're not going to have more mechanical components neither. 25 tons of clothing is maybe also a bit much. So that's a bit big, that jump between 1% and 8%. Okay, that's a little bit less. Next time you will get a little bit more food in here. Nice, but this, the duties of this train. Now we're going to do something probably good and helpful. Well, we have done helpful things before. Yes, we got workers into the iron mine. Is that not helpful if I ask? It is certainly helpful. Yes, this. Okay then, you will go into the train factory. Here we are. Here's the train factory. I don't think they can exactly. They cannot store a finished vehicle. And that's unfortunate. So we're going to have to pull things out of here. This is Barra. Yes, Barra. And if I pull all these things out, I don't know. I need to pull them into a depot, and there's too many things here. Barra, the shunter here. We should do a miscellaneous storage thing. We could just do... come on, well, now you're doing this silly thing again here. Oh, come on. Do you have to do that? Is that... No, didn't help. I have this open... it's selecting that thing as well. That's maybe why it's screwing up or such. Let's try it now then. Ah, there you go. You can't have two rail depots, train depots open at once. Oh, we can put the locomotives here. We can do everything. I mean, this is just surplus. We could sell these. And this one is yes, this is definitely of value. We'll put you on there, and so are you, I think. No, you have been something. I don't have one of these just laying about. These are expensive. Definitely. What did you do? I think you were bricks and boards. What did you? Let me see. Tegel, steel, trä. Yes. If it can have a name whilst in a consist. That's why. No, that's why it got. But this, I hope it doesn't get destroyed or removed. That information. Could we get more things on here that we don't need? Open house. Are we going to need more open house? I doubt it. Yes, if you want to export vehicles, you definitely want open house. Hoppers, sometime. These locomotives, no. You can't put more than 2. I don't suppose you can. Okay, now I have 3. Maybe you can't put more than 3 then. That's fine. Well, that renamed this train. That's not good. You used to be something. Crap. Well, it ruined it. Fine. You know what you do? You go... this is what you do. You have a stop. Oh, is this finished as well? Yes, it is. Should we use that one instead? Now we can have a look in the daylight. Oh, much better. Much better. It's not perfect, but it's much better. Here. Or here. Oh, here there's lots of grass. Here. Load. Pardon me. Load 100% of the coal ore, for example. and wait until you are unloaded, and then say head here if you would ever get out of there, which you won't. There you go. We still have many trains here to look over the surplus. If we put the surplus in the middle here in the museum for now. Load. We need a wagon on. We'll take what we got. Yes, apparently it got in the middle there. Is it necessary to have it like that? No. Okay, very good. However, if we put this here, it might look like the train is not standing backwards. As is an illusion. There we go. We'll tell it to load something, prefab panels, say, and then go. Launch. Yes, we were clearing out the house. And there we go. Here we have Berra, the shunter. He should also be retired. Really, we have these new. No, we need something, some sort of change from all these GP40s. Yes. Then there we go. The mechaniken load 100% of anything and then go to, but not to that train depot. We wanted to go to this train depot this time. Go. Yes, what we're trying to accomplish here is to do a second food train. You know, a second food train is what we want to do. That was empty. That one. Here. Cheers. That's quite a short consist you got there, couldn't you? I've gotten more things. Okay, so we got two locomotives and 3 coveralls. Don't really know what to do with those locomotives, but that's fine. They have now lost their value though as a brand new vehicle. Has it not? I think so. It doesn't say brand new vehicle anymore. And if you open up one here, it's exactly the same. Yes, it's not a brand new vehicle anymore. It's enough that you park it up in the train depot, where it ought to be better sheltered than out here. Anyway, better do it again. Yes, we cannot move this onto there because there's no locomotive. Should we? Okay, we could start working on our food train here. Come on. You can't do it like that apparently. No, you can do it like this. Yes, you can. Sometimes I almost think I understand how it works, but not quite. Yes, come on, Bara. You can do it. Did you get the locomotive? No, you didn't. Oh, it's a brand new one. Very good. Okay, let's see here. Oh, we do. There we have it. Do we pack it? I mean, completely full? Yes. Then the train will act as a storage medium too. What sort of color would we want? Blue, red, green. That one orange. I think it is. I mean, green. Is that not? Maybe it's a good color for food. We'll try that. Here we'll have. Okay, we'll do this manually. Now we have the first food train, or the current food train. It goes here, then it goes around. No, it goes here, it goes down here, and there, and then it goes here again and loads up again. Here, that is, and then it goes out here, Molna and Beatus, and then all the way up to Husqvarna, and then all the way down to here, and does it all over again. So this will be one segment, and also Alvaret will be included down here. But to do that, then we need to find the other one, the other food train. Here, list of trains. Old map, diesel locomotive, and mat or something. Our first locomotive. Yes, you're still doing it. Correct. Will you do the really important bit? No, you'll do this bit, I think. Yes, and you're on that. And then you'll do it in the same. We'll do these things that this is currently doing. Oh, this is a lot to have on the screen at once. But we needed the Swage warehouse. Okay, let's try and work through this now. New stop. Yes, at the Swage warehouse. Which will be here. New stop. Yes, load. Wait until loaded. This is a bit dangerous because now we have two trains that wants to go in here and wait till loaded. But there we go. Food. Then get out Swage warehouse. We can remove. Delete stop. Molna warehouse 2. Look at it. Stop. Okay. Yes. No. I'm starting to lose it here now. Here. Yes. Our first locomotive. We still need that around. We may not actually need the map though, as we're not doing it manually after all. But there, you unload 100%. I don't think that we can be certain of that sort of surplus that we can have it set to unload 100% and be sure that there is still food remaining for the last people on the line. This will have 3 stops, so a third would make the most sense. A quarter, it will do. It's a bit much. Okay, 29. Molna is not that large anyway. It isn't actually that. This is the smallest place. How much do you unload at Molna? 29%, and they're full. Good. Beatus. Thank you for your service here for now. We'll get back to you, and here we go. Add this one here, where you also unload. You do not load, you unload a bit of food. About like that, 39%. Say, thank you, Beatus. There we go. Yes, and remove it here from here. It's quite a bit. No, I select the move to this stop. Don't do that. Go here. That's what you were doing. Katzincha warehouse. Yes, Molna warehouse. We have not removed Molna warehouse yet. We do that now. And last but not least, last and in fact largest, where the hunger is the largest, we have Husqvarna. Maybe we should have done this the other way around. Gone up here first and then down here. Yes, they can have the leftovers, Okay then, fine. If you want it that way, we can have it that way. This would not have happened if you used the map from the beginning, maybe. No, not wait until unload food. Unload about 60%. Yes, 60%. And then go. Husqvarna, you can be removed from there now. Yes, our first locomotive. I wanted to do something more with that one. Let's bring it back. This is so much to keep in the head. This locomotive, our first locomotive. Yes. There we go. I want to add something to you later on. We're adding. I cannot. We need to keep this. Do this first. Beatus. You're going to Beatus after. Not demolish. After Husqvarna, you're going to Beatus. Okay. Can we do? Yes, we can. Unload. Wait until unloaded and unload. Beatus are also 40%. There won't be anything left for poor Molna. There will. We will get such a large amount of food. Unload food. We can be specific if you want. Yes, and I think that we need to get this rolling. Don't we? Oh, it's plenty long. How much food do you take? 201 pounds. Okay. Here we go. The second food train. Oof. Green and blue. I don't know about that blue. That's we'll have it for a while. We'll see. It's pretty nice with the wagons. It's very nice actually with the wagons. Yes, I like it a lot. Okay, can we close down some windows now? Yes, we can. We got this warehouse we don't need. How long do you think that this will have to wait to get out on the line? I suppose time is best measured in work days. I work shifts, 8-hour work shifts. Yes. But it is green. So it is no waiting time at all. We just sail on through here. Very nice. We just sail on through. Oh, there's a train here. We cannot sail on through. What save? Thank you. Yes, hauling bricks around. Lots of use we have for those. Oh, we did build a bridge here. Then you did not complain about the bricks. Well, still asphalt is the thing that is lacking. It has been lacking here for such a long time that it is ridiculous. Okay? Ridiculous is when something is on fire. Hold on. It's in Katinshad, a residential building. That means that they have excellent fire protection and that they will be fine. Yes, I have not forgotten about you, our first locomotive. But why is this going so slowly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dumpers you have. Only one roller and one paver though. Maybe we should have more. Yes, and we could get some flatbeds over here, which you have in surplus. Here. You think that how much can you load? 9 tons, and what do you weigh? 5 tons. Very good. We'll have 2 of these. I only have 1. Okay, we'll have. Wonder if this will work with the trailer. It probably will. It probably will. I might. Sawmill. Oh, you have been in the wood industry. Very nice. Now you're going here. It actually doesn't matter to have those things to transport them on since to 1995. Okay, what do I get to buy now then? Paver. From 1975 to now, USA, $80,000. Okay. One more? There's one more. Roller. Sure. It's also, yes, and we have a bit of dollars. Very good. See if this can't get them moving a bit. You see, it's already happening. Although with the old flatbeds. Where did the new ones go then? They haven't gotten here yet. That's what. Of course not. Yes, but this will maybe help a bit to get things going here. Maybe. But that's a big maybe. Because where are the dumpers? I don't even see any dumpers. I see buses. I see a big covered hull here with electrical components for the mechanics. And I see all sorts of things. But no... Oh, that would be why. Okay. I see. This might have been going on for a while. Yes. Maybe we should have looked into this before. Yes. You cannot go here. Okay. Where is this even? Oh, it's... Oh, I see. But why can't you go here? Aha. I see why you can't go here. I fix. No problem. No worries, mate. There you go. I fix for you. Now you can go. Pretty sure if you have a think about it again or something, if you could. Because now you can get down here, up here, here, and there. That's the one. 1640. No, it's 1647, which is something different. It is this bit, and you cannot get to this bit. No, then we do this. And that. There we go. Where are you now? Now you're home. Thank you. Oh, that has been going on for God knows how long. It's good that we have workers in here now, finally. Even though there are no parking spaces, no cars in the parking lots. Oh, they're here. They are. Few. How much are you leaving with? 6 tons. This is where all the dumpers were. That's why nothing was happening. So I'm sorry. I didn't notice that until now. Okay, that should get them going. You, here, after Sernakova, you head right down into the densest part of everything here and drop off whatever's left of the food you got. There you go, unload. Allvaret, and you were heading to Sernakova, I think. You should continue doing that. There you go. Allvaret shopping center. They actually have everything here. They should be very pleased. And they are extremely pleased and happy. 100%. We have one unemployed worker. That's also very good. We're using them. They're contributing with their full potential. Oh, this reminds me. Yes, this reminds me that down here there is no higher education, and they can't even pave a damn road here. Has everyone died now? Yeah. Crap. Everyone has died. Again. No. They were doing so well. What happened? There are no sellers. None. What happened? What was it this time? You have food, you have clothing, you have meat, you have electricity. I paved some roads here. Would that really be that bad? Well, yes, maybe it was because of this very reason that I'm here, that we are here. That would be then lack of higher education. Where would you even put that in this town? Or you could take this opportunity to get rid of plenty of houses here, since everyone has left again. As they really don't like Tom Saliga here. There are 13 workers in this one. Do not destroy it. Oh, it is maybe local. I thought they had secondary road access here. They should be able to build this. They should. Definitely be able to build this. Here's the construction office. Oh, you have so many things. Oh, you have pavers, but you do not have a roller. And it's not the case that you need both in order to do this effectively, efficiently, quickly, and so on. Let's see if it sends that one out. Does it? No. I don't see it. There it is. It's not doing anything. Oh, there's an ambulance. Okay. Not good. How many 299 adult children, where are they all living, you think? Well, citizens' current location, no. Living preference. There's adult children, 21 plus. Molna. There we go. You don't have any adult children in Molna. But if you look at the resident, no. People died here too. Not too bad, I don't think. No clothing. Oh, really? Where is the clothing train? And what's going on? What's the problem? You don't get your clothing from the clothing train. You get it from the factory, and the factory has been severely understaffed. And who is it that is supposed to be staffing the factory? If I may ask, it is you. But you have this route plan. Oh, you have been standing at the station for so long now that it is maybe becoming a problem with the clothes where we're 112 tons. Sarnakova, Husqvarna and Katsincha, they have quite a bit, but Beatus 3 tons. Molna nothing. Okay, we might want to look into this before it becomes a big problem. Oh, there are. Oh, now again there's a question mark here. Come on. And another building is on fire. Alvar at power transformer. Oh, I really hope there's a fire station near there. We don't want the power transformer burning up. That's very bad. Road 1646. Stop it. And then continue. Again. If I'm going to have to watch all these go in here, we're going to do it like this. We're going to do it cartoon mode, and there is a song called Soviet Cartoons after all. So, cheers. It's actually quite fitting. Transstar CO4070 here. Look how nice it is. Yes, very good. On the gravel road. Why are you taking the gravel road? Doesn't matter. Maybe. Oh, mud road. But nice. Dust cloud. Yes, temporary bypass indeed. Okay. That's it. What are you doing? You have 21 tons. No, that wasn't it. Good. Ah, this is coming along very nicely now. There we go. That's more like it. Was anyone else confused? I think they made it. They seem to have made it. Say you, where are you going? Road 6, we will follow along and see what road 1635 is. 90%, not 100%, okay? And I think it's enough with the cartoons here. Did the power transformer? Oh, yes, it was extinguished. Was this the power transformer? Yes, thank you. Very good. But why are there so... why is the... should we really be following this? No, we have more important things to tend to, and that would be... here, Everything regarding this seems a little bit off. They have 4 workers in there. How much meat? Nothing. No meat. What? What's going on? There's too many people and too few workers here. What's going on here? Food. 66 workers. Okay, not as the train just it's coming. Okay. Yes, okay, you have probably been blocking quite a bit on the railroad there whilst waiting to get in. Okay, yes, this may not be a good idea. We'll see. 45 workers. At that rate, this is going to take a while to fill up. And we don't even have crops. What is going on? We have no crops on the fields. We have grown. We have outgrown. Maybe even. Do we have crops in here? Basically none. On this field, we have these fields. Yes, we have plenty here. Yet another truck. They already have 4. Okay, what's the problem? I think the problem is that historically they have had too few trucks here at this agro farm, and then for that reason they are forever behind. Or forever, but for a long time. If we could give them yet one more truck. Why not? Covered hull, like this one, like the ones they already have. Yes, that will do very nicely. There you go. Because there is no traffic issue over here, is there? I don't know, is all doing what it's supposed to. I think that we have simply outgrown the capacity of our current production. Okay, so much so that we need to increase the production. We can cut back on the population growth. But this is a comfortable number that we could be hovering at. Meanwhile, by the way, the Domsalia down there, here, they are doing terrible. Yes, they are. And you're waiting to get into the same place as this one. At least you're not waiting in a too bad a place. You're still here. I think we have to ask you to leave pretty soon. You see, there are only 17 workers in here. That's simply not enough. Please, more. From where could we commute them? How many people are living here nowadays? Are you 50? But there are so many related vehicles. There's like an enormous amount. For passengers, Matarbetarlinjen, there's only one from Molna. There's no longer any food workers from Polochevo. Could I think that they might be possible to bus in from here. From here, I mean. Yes, I mean the highway that was built, the motorway here, a long time ago. Yes, it may not now be used to commute passengers to all the way down there. Is that really possible? No. From here to here? I mean, from here to here was a real stretch. This is maybe too much of a stretch. Should we try it? We should try it. It may work. It's a bit of a desperate move almost. We really need more workers. We have an enormous amount of workers here. Then you head out to not to Molna. That's only that's about halfway. But here to this bus platform is where you're going. You stop there. And then here, custom line. No, it is food workers from. It's impossible to write in one language and speak in another. Food workers from Hansasin or whatever it's called, something like that. Here you go from up here somewhere. No, not go from up here, but up here we can find buses. Well, are you already signed to a line? Maybe some of you know. Oh, okay, good. So set vehicle there. You. Very good. Vehicles online. Start. Now, if you go and refuel during this trip, it's not going to work while you have passengers on board. So please do that ahead of time, if at all possible. Which it certainly is, but it probably won't. Now, it's quite a bit that we're asking from these people. They'll sit on a bus all the way from here, through Molna here, and all the way down. No, it's not going to work. It's too long away. It's too far away. I don't think this field has ever been harvested out here. You know. Oh, food factory. Right. No, that's not the food factory. It is... Oh, look at this. Smoke is pouring out. This is more like it. Food factory also doing very good. Grain storage 53.5% and not increasing. Food, clothing of quality of clothing has not yet been nationwide. It has only been a little bit of an effect. But you know, when the problem hits, it's going to hit pretty bad. I think that you should be getting going. No, there's no rush. They have plenty of food. You can wait. It's alright. It's very much alright. I hope this is alright as well, that you're standing here. Yes, that's fine. They can also wait. Oh, there are plenty of spaces to wait here. Yes, there is. You see here, there is simply not capacity for another bus. Not yet, anyway. Not until we get... Oh, people have moved in somewhere. Oh, that was the Ferris wheel. Okay. How many people are living in Polocheva then? Polocheva, 2,500. I don't say. Husqvarna, almost 7,000. 6,778. I mean, this is why we're running low on the clothing and the food and everything. And I said something about, I won the game. You haven't won the game when you're running low on food. Well, I'm not running low on food. No, not yet. But clothing is certainly running low. We have a problem with the clothing. But not for very long. Now, I have the bus here from Molna. Not from Molna. From... you're all heading here. Hansasino bus platform. Will you make it or not? You here, for example. 1 hour in this vehicle. You have a ways to go. Oh, you've gotten to Molna already, and 1 hour, you say. think thanks to the fantastic roads here that we built through the years, we might make it. I'm not going to say we're going to make it, but we might make it. These are very slow, these turns, unfortunately. But there we go. Let's see. We might actually make it. We have 2 hours to go. Well, no, 2.5 hours to go, and we made it. Yes, easily a third, more than 1/3 of the way, half of the way. We have made it. We're going here, and here we're going about half the way. I think we might make it. Yes, there's only one thing for it, and that's more workers. Which will in turn then lead to more hunger and more food consumption. Yes. It will. But okay, it's not a 100% perfect clockwork, this, yet. But it is complete. As we've been over this, there is nothing left to build. The only thing that isn't built is ships, but we are landlocked and have no rivers. So ships is out of the question, unfortunately. But that's the way it is. Big cableway station. We have that. We don't have cableway aggregate handling, and I don't think that's a good idea to do here. Oh, there's the original forest area that we cut down. And I've closed down the Jakaterina here. We can probably not get the same person again. Vlada, you'll do excellent. 2 hours 40 minutes in it, but you're there. We're there. That's the brewery, and you might get to work at the brewery. There's really no bad place to work here. And everyone gets off right. Yes, they do. You know what? That means that we can do this. We put the second bus on it too. This is taking quite a while, and the store of grain is constantly diminishing. We need one more of these agro farms, then, don't we? I suppose that's we do. Maybe here would be a good place. I don't know. It is quite far away from. Stop it. It's silly. Is this wireframe? It's very flat. Are we really doing it one more farm? I think that we are, and I think that we're connecting it. We're having the farm about here, so that we can get construction vehicles and fire safety and everything from Molna. Molna is not doing superbly for some reason. They cannot get clothing, and they get upset quickly. Or why are there so few people here? I don't know, and but we have more important things to tend to, and that will be the agro farm. Another agro farm, that is. Agro farm. This way. We do the exact same setup as we have in other places. It's working good. About here. Yes, about here. If it could have electricity already in, it's not going to. There, and then we'll have a road cargo station. Road cargo station is in here somewhere. Road cargo station, yes. Like that, about, if it wouldn't mind. There we go. Oh yes, that's good. That's very good. Road, gas station, and then we're set. Gas station. About there. Electricity. We'll put it this way, that way. We can have a dinky wire here. One of these will do. And then we of course also need to connect this. We'll do it here. No. We'll come down here. Yes, there we go. And then we need to connect this stuff up as well. And of course the focus must be to get efficiency going to Monna. So we'll do something like this. No, take it back a bit. Yes, thank you. There, autosave. We'll come around here and then join up with the road, not like that. Yes, we will have to do that too, and then come on. Yes, there we go. And to get that in a little bit more swiftly, we'll put this on here. Yes, I know it's not nice, but it is what it is. Maybe we'll upgrade that later on. I mean, for the fire protection, the fire station is a little bit away. So for the fire protection, we'll actually do this. Take that back to there, and now we're finally ready to plant some fields. Not plant fields, but put in some fields. But this agro farm will not be auto-purchased. No, this will be built with our own workforce, of course. Here, medium field will do the same thing as we always do, more or less. I think it works quite well. So out here, yes, we will just line them up here. Plenty of them. There's plenty here. And then maybe also the other way here, opposite. Not maybe, this is the way you want to do it. The way we do it. Now, should we have a proper road or should we have a mud road for this? You've done it. Yes, one more. That's right. On each side here. Maybe we don't need quite this large an agro farm. You might be right. Still low. That might be too close. We'll not put in any more fields there. Well, this will be enough. Road, gravel. Yes, gravel we'll have to do. Down here, we come. There is the agro farm. Do you want some to... I will have the crossing there. Yes, sure. Now, to not break this up and make it take longer than needed to build, we'll leave the fields unconnected for now and then do that with a bit of mud. mud track. Yes, something like this. That will do. This will take a while, but we still have about 2,000 tons or so of grain. Yes. So it is going down, but it's not going down quickly. We ought to be fine. Food train has left. Very nice. How many workers? 77. Okay. Has the clothing train left yet? No. It's only half filled. Yes, the clothing quality is starting to decrease again. Oh, it's not good. It is really not good. But I don't know what to do other than put more workers on it. Here we are full now. We still are full on fabric. I think that this is, well, at the moment at least, this is a good balance. But we're losing people due to this. Look here, clothing. Clothes. Here, 118 tons. Sarnakova, 22, okay. Husqvarna, 3,5. Katinshad, 2 tons. De saliga shopping center, okay. But Husqvarna, actually, okay, Husqvarna warehouse has 22.9 tons, okay, they're good. However, Molla is really not good. They are doing very badly for this, and Beatus is also completely out, which is terrible. You really need to move it along here. This is going to be a catastrophe. Otherwise, pretty soon. I wonder if we can do anything about that, or if it's just a matter of accepting the fact and watching it unfold. Oh, it's New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. The 31st of December of 2000. Now the real millennium really is about to start here. It's kicking off. Yes, we're using gravel, the old gravel quarry up here on the mountain. Has been reawakened. Economy and trade. If we look here, last year, import of resources. We're just going to do this. There we go, gravel, this was last year. Gravel, asphalt, steel, electrical components, a little bit of those things. And last year, did we... No, this cannot be right. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm pretty satisfied with that result. I would say foreign manpower, none. Absolutely none. Okay. Okay. That's pretty good. Absolutely nothing we have imported. Absolutely nothing in one whole year. Although, yes, the meat industry is not doing well. Because I've taken all the workers out, almost. There should be workers from Poloshevo here. How many? Yes, but this is not running. It is not running. Should we start it? No, but we should copy this schedule. We move you, by the way, out to the museum here. And then we have yet another one. Where do we have here we have museum pieces. But we copy the schedule to this bus and we tell that to go. There you go. And let's see if we can't. We definitely should take out a few more vehicles here. There are quite a few. We're still working on them. On the buses there, we maybe should change. Yes, we're going to have to throw quite a bit of progress away, but that's the way it is. That's enough. That's plenty. Get you parked up in here for future use. That was apparently a truck. You could be here instead, and you. So you can be here. There's many things going on now. You there, and you. Oh no, that's not what we wanted to do. We wanted to do this. Get over to here and into there, and there you go. Or you're not done yet, even though we have. But at least now things are moving. As you see, it looks like it's parked the right way now. And it's turned the engine off. That's very good. Difference. I think there will be a slight pause here, a little intermission, and we are back. We are back. And with it is not without what should I call it, issue here that we are back. Look at this. This is some situation, and it is standing completely still. And food is running out at the warehouses. Husqvarna, you have a little bit. Beatus, you have absolutely none. Molna, you have plenty. I think that we should go to Beatus. You're going the wrong way, by the way. But anyway, move there, yes. And there is something wrong here, obviously. Here. Yes. Here, you have a red. Because this train is in here. Yes, it could be allowed to go a little bit further, maybe. This is not a real solution, but you know, you get a little bit stressed in these situations. We can remove this. It won't help. No. I always said that my rail was not safe for very, very long. However, this rail is silly. It is not necessary any longer. It was only for the construction trains to do their silly things before I sort of comprehended how to construct things, how to construct the rail. We can remove that bit. That is what's causing this issue here. And this should not be a change signal. This should be a regular one. Yes, there we go. That ought to have you all rolling again. It's a real shame that it had to happen. And we'll have to doctor you a bit to get you. To get food to the people, because I mean, never mind the clothing in this situation. It's the food is running out. But this, yes, this resolved all it. Look at this. As we can see, this might actually look better in high speed here. Let's look at it unclogging itself. Isn't it lovely? If it works. I'm a bit nervous. We actually have some proper long trains now as well. Yeah. It's not the most efficient system in the world, but it works. Sort of. Yes. Almost had a famine there. But we made it, I think. Beatus, how are you doing here in Hansasino warehouse, shopping center, for example? No food. Crap. How are you doing? Okay. Not good. But you're still okay. You're still doing quite decently, but not enough to work here. I'm running at high speed. Stop it. That's why I can't see what's going on. You still have 142 adult children. that satiation is going down. That's not acceptable. No, where is this food train? And where is it going? It is here. It is there. It is where it is supposed to be. Lovely. And next you go into Huskvarna. Because Molna, I think they had like a lot. Yes, they did have like a lot. And I noticed also that this train actually took the wrong, what's it called, route. Yes, the point was for it to go here, but it went here, you know, and do a loop like that. But it will do this now, which is not good. No, so we'll Antasino City Hall. How much? Okay, maybe you're stabilized, or you will stabilize. I think that we caught this just in time. Have you finished unloading yet? Why wait? That's not a good idea to do, you know. Have I done that anywhere else? No. Now go to Huskvarna, quickly. Yes, we are. Well, you'll be fine. We will be fine. We'll survive. As long as we know how to love, we will survive, or something like that. Say off. Okay. Getting a little bit hungry here, right? As food is back in the shop. And in Hansasino, is food in the shop yet? Yes, a little bit has arrived. There are plenty of shoppers in front of the shop. We should have a bit more sellers here. We can afford a few more. This bus stop is no longer as healthy as previously, I would think. No. Okay, but take it easy. I mean, we only have these small things. 67 tons, okay. That will not last them long. 67 tons. We cannot have this, great clogs on the railroad. That's the first proper one. Yes. Yes, I have messed up, with missing a few change signals, signals that should have been change signals, but other than that, the proper mess up, and that's a bug. I insist, it is a bug. It's when the train is doing a little bit clever, but also illegal things, such as turning around inside a block. Yes, somehow I cannot explain. Yes, what do we have? That's very bright. It's very dark. It's very bright. We can close down maybe Beatus if we dare. We still have 118 tons of food on board. But we have a red, regrettably. Regrettably, we have a red. That is a button I should have clicked previously. Pardon the interruption. Interruption. Yes, indeed. Oh, look at all the semaphores in the moonlight here, and the dawn. Isn't it? That was quite a lovely effect. Yes, this is why we play with the day-night cycle on. Because, it's very cozy in the night. But very dark, indeed. But there is the power plant and the cooling tower. We can see a little bit of water vapor is coming out of the cooling tower there. Yes, very nice. we are rolling up to Huskvarna. It is taking over. Look at the sunrise. Lovely, isn't it? We had a catastrophe earlier, but that was very easily resolved just by removing a bit of defunct track, and all the trains just went on their way as they're supposed to. But here we have a red. But the one ahead of us is actually moving. And the sunrise is... yes, they're changed. This wire is very low. It's annoying, you know. I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Those are a little bit close together. Should you really pay attention to such things? Okay, this is going to be a long wait here, because this is a long block. A single track that we got ahead of us. But you have food, very good. You have food, and the immediate crisis is averted. But the slightly more elongated crisis, which has not even quite started yet, but is starting to start. Yes, it's emerging. It's what it is. It's the clothing catastrophe. Though they are working well in there, and excuse me. As soon as this gets out, we'll get the clothing to the local population. Here, because in all these places, they still have like plenty, like a lot. I don't know how this Beatus, you don't have anything for some reason. I think I've increased the amount here, 54 tons. That sounds like quite a lot. Let's take it a bit easy there. But they've gotten down to naught. Is there nothing left when they get the Beatus? Here? I can't count that much, you know. But maybe not. We shall try and decrease. But here they will only unload 2 tons, yes, this time, because there's no one living here at the moment. That's why. This might be asking a bit much. Yes, I have definitely underestimated the clothing requirement for the increase in population. But I think that we should send you on your way now. The local population also needs. The other ones are actually much better off. Beatus is not good off. Katzinchad. You don't need to go to Katzinchad. Let's see here. Let's wait a bit so we can send you the right way. You don't need to go to Sarnakovan either. Not Huskvarna. They are all doing great. You need to go to Molna and you need to go to Beatus. That's where you need to go. Go Molna. There. Yes. Thank you. And for the food train, we shall put in a little waypoint to make sure that it goes the right way. Place waypoint. There. And how do you find this again? It's between these lakes roughly. Okay then. And where's the train? It ought to be out here somewhere. Has it gotten this far? You know, it is not, because it is here. Yes, in between those lakes, you said? Yes, in between these lakes. Here. Somewhere around here. North or south of here, you think? South. But it was not on double track. This is a mystery. This is, as my memory is, a joke. Except that it isn't. That's the terrible thing. But no, I don't think that it was here. Yes, it was in between these two. Somewhere here. Oh, come on. If we do this empty switch, you go here. I think it lights up a bit. There it is. No. Yes. Yes, found it. Waypoint. Yes, that's how you do it next time. For now, though, you just continue what you're doing. Because that is a very good thing that you're doing here. Oh, we're meeting a little goods train of some description. What kind, we don't know. We don't have time for that stuff. We just need to get this food as quickly as possible. To where it's needed, of course, which is up here. And we should also tend maybe to the food, sorry, pardon. Yes, it is hopeless. It is hopeless. But anyway, we should try anyway, even though it is hopeless. Wall map, diesel locomotive. Our first locomotive, our second mechanical components klädtåget. Yes, clothing train. Say Beatus. Yes, you're definitely going to Beatus. Give them all they want, you know. And then the problem is that you're going to go to the clothing factory again and sit around forever. What happened here? Can you move this and do this? And what's going on? Oh, we finally got to go. But no, we have not been to the artist yet, you silly. We are going to... I'm completely mixing these up now. Yes, hello. We're not looking at this train. We're following the food train, the second food train. Yes, it is not even named. Do that and put that down there, and we can close this. Right. I'm not quite relaxed here because this is a bit unnerving, you know. 7 tons. I mean, we are going to make it. We're definitely going to make it, but it is cutting it a bit closer than comfort. Maybe we should increase the amount of food in here as well. I mean, if they can pump it out, let them. That's a lovely feature of the railway, this turnaround thing for the trains. Very good. It works. Do you need fuel? No. No, we don't. But plenty. There's a lot of interesting traffic solutions here to get the train into everything. I don't know how we did it, but everything almost is now transported. Everything but meat, actually, is on the railway. Everything but meat. Or talking about the meat industry, there is something that I have ignored for some time now, come to think of it. That we can close down. This should be named. This is like... I mean, if we look at the country here, or the land, I mean, I feel this area is like one thing, and this is sort of one thing. and this is Molnly's, I don't know, anyway, this is for this bit, it's for the western part, but it isn't the west, but it is, and it isn't, and we'll say northwestern food train. I'm getting better at it. Beatus Warehouse 2, unload 39% of food. Okay. Let's see, the next thing on the agenda is to have try and find something from the soundtrack. Yes, it is. This is an interesting one. Electronics. Electronics aren't in that great demand. You've been to the factory. But they have plenty. Okay, electronics is not in that great. It's a little bit in demand. It's enough. Yes, like all of them have radios, and lots have televisions, even computers. Whatever they do with those, I don't know. But it's 2001, so it's a good thing that they're having computers, of course. Yes. 84% of the population have a radio. 58 have a television. Yes, but this is a serious issue. We're losing population. And it is actually, I think it is because of the clothing. It must be. The food is not at a little bit. It has been okay. Food as well lately. Let's look here. Then. This year, yes, it has gone down a little bit. Food, yes, it went down here for a bit. It's a combination of things. We still have 290 adult children, so it can't be that bad. What? Okay, you say technical university. Students in auditorium. Has anyone moved in? Yes, they have started moving in. 8 people have moved in. All of them indicated, all have radios, some televisions and some computers. Yeah, 22 workers without job. What do you know? This seems to be doing quite alright. The shopping center here. It is eerily quiet here. There we go. Oh, that reminds me. Pardon me. You need the interface open, to get it. I realize. Okay, so we had some road upgrades going as well. Where was that again? No, we have a farm. This is the most important thing that's going on, and also the largest and probably the only proper project at the moment. Here, paving this road, you're missing asphalt. Of course you are. But that should not be a big problem. All the dumpers are out. Also you have plenty of dumpers. And we have an enormous amount of gravel, and we have asphalt. Yes, we have people in the asphalt plant, and we have 1,500 tons of bitumen here, up on the hill even, So it should be very, yes, something, for the thing, positive. Electricity, that too. Here it is. It's very stable. Cement. Oh, we're constructing something. The Molna East Cargo Station. This one. They have started construction on this. Oh, 653,000 rubles is an agro farm now. If one were to pay for it, or $814,000. When the second agro farm was built, the price tag was 100,000 rubles. As inflation, it is it's a nasty thing. Nasty. Well, it's I am not to say, but it is something. A powerful thing over time. It adds up very much. But that's a completely different discussion. And this one, yes. The 20th of February of 2001. It's getting, present day, present day 20 years ago. Yes, 20 years ago. Are we time appropriate? Well, as long as we're not building any new residential buildings, I think we'll be pretty fine. There's nothing wrong with what we got, It's all working excellently. More or less. Just some slight problems every now and then. Clothing. It's Nostalgia Road Car Station Halftown. Not good. And Nostalgia, I think there is absolutely no one living there anymore, if I were to guess. Nostalgia. 215 people are left. Can we save them somehow? I wonder where all... There are still, these 300 of them. Where are they? If we could get them somehow. We'll have the list of the towns again. Thank you. Here. All map. Se Molna hade sina Polloskeva, allvaret. This is an we cannot be in allvaret. You never know. No, man. Okay. Oh, yes, when I have the city halls I can see here. Of course. Polloskeva, it's definitely not in Polloskeva. Molna. No. Sejov, it cannot be in Sejov. Domsaliga, it is definitely not. Huskvarna, it cannot be. It's in Katzinchad then. Yes, it's all in Katzinchad. Yes, all the windows be gone. And not only that, but there's an enormous untapped workforce here. Really an enormous one. They're all spread out, so we cannot get them only, but if we do this, we take, for example, this one, and then move a lot of people out, some people out. The other ones here will move in. Yes, it works like that, Saving them Saliga then. Now, to do this long term, we're going to need to build a... you're still not finished with this road. Are you kidding me? I don't think that you are. This is serious. Okay, we'll move. Now, one house, 135 people may not be enough. No. I will not move them into the house that is currently blocked. And we're not going to upgrade any more streets here in this town. They cannot do it, apparently, so this will have to... There we go. What do you think about that? That may help. Yes, long term to get this not to happen again. We need some form of higher education. 4 workers. One. Okay, but we need to get a little higher education in here. That's what we do. there we go. Could we get the road in? No, we couldn't because there's a school. In fact, there is a school in this case. And there are teachers now. There haven't been. That's the problem. Because when there's no teachers, the children don't learn and they don't get a basic education. And then they cannot grow up to work at all the things here and all the great prospects that are available to them. So we're getting what we cannot have an enormous university out here. We'll have a small thing, a small little what's it's called again? It's under university, which is a category in here. There it is. A small technical college. I suppose we could build a small communist party headquarters. It is 2001 after all. It's sort of, it's very big. Yes. We'll have this. We'll have this. This is very good. There's plenty. It's what we always have, all over the place. But it's working very well. That's why. The crossing is not allowed. Why not? Oh, there's a house there. Okay, never mind then. You'll have one road access. That will be enough. I don't think that did it. No, sorry about this. It's a good thing that footpaths are mostly exempt from the building rule. This didn't improve things. I can tear down the house. I cannot do this. Okay. Might well tear down the house then. I can do this. Okay. Might not need to tear down the house then. No. That was the first thing that was, auto-built here in a long time. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to do because everyone will go here to work now and that will not do good. I'll turn this down a bit. There is no rush with this. Not at all. Stop. What are you doing? I'm sorry, I clicked the wrong button. God damn it. I want to click this. It was only a little bit, I think. How much? It's 15,000. 5,000. That's not too bad. That's quite okay. Yes, a little bit of gravel. 9.5 tons of concrete and 7. Okay, we can live with that stake and wait for the road to be built, which will take forever because they are just not capable of building roads here. No one lives there. I tried to give them a nice street and they all moved out. Oh, here's the steel train. We are using steel somewhere. Or we are not, still not, completely filled up everywhere. No, we're not. Katinshad open storage. Yes, it's because here, Oskarshamn, they use an enormous amount to build the vehicles. Over there, in the mechanics, in the engineering. You could have given them a bit more here because it was the last stop, but you didn't. Okay. Have we managed to get the clothing situation under control? I think it has gone up. Has it not? Yes, it has. Good. We're saved. We might be saved. Resource status. Close. Husqvarna warehouse. Katinshad Molna warehouse. Allvaret shopping center Husqvarna. Molna, where are you? Särnakå, they have. Katinshad have. Molna has a little bit. Allvaret has. They don't. But they need a little bit. That is not good. It's good that we have that buffer. Otherwise, we would be in bigger trouble now. Yes, much bigger trouble. We're clothing. We should have food. Wage 230 tons. Good. Husqvarna and Husqvarna and no one else. Where is Beatus? Where is Beatus? It's not good that they are not visible on here, or am I not seeing it? This is on the northeastern food train. No, it's not that I'm not seeing it because it isn't there, because there is none. There is no food. It's a good thing that you're at there. I will send you directly to Beatus this time. We'll have to be doing this until it's fixed. Can't have people starving in places like Hansasino and Sayov. No, you're going to no, you're going to Beatus. There you go. That's where you go. Northwestern food train. Yes. Oh, and crap, this is back in here. That train thing. This one. I cannot catch it. I can do this. Clear target. Come on. Yes, you're down there. Didn't you know it? And here. Yes, unload. We only have 16 tons on board. Katinka, 17. We don't. Is there anywhere that it is a crisis? No. And then we could send you on your entire way just to be out of the way for a while, so that we can maybe make some clothes here. Yes. Now I have gotten all these things up here again. Beatus. Yes, we'll follow you to Beatus maybe. Well, maybe not all the way to Beatus, it's a long way. It's on the other side of the country. Okay, and here's nothing. Pardon me. Excuse me. There we go. Here, it is coming along. Look, it's being constructed as we speak. Yes, we can bear with it at a quite rate. Yes. I mean, I think one could call this quite self-sufficient. As this, I mean, last year here, nothing. Nothing. No. Export of resources, nothing. Import of resources, absolutely nothing. Vehicles, yes, a few. The workers went home. No, but they're missing steel and mechanical components. We should have plenty of that somewhere around here. Maybe not where you yes you do. You're Molna, you have everything. You haven't built anything in a long time. You ought to have. Yes, you have everything you could ever need. And here we have an express road, you know, for the fire engines. That would be good. workers here. We're building the road by mechanism. Good. But it is slow. It is very, 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 very slow. Yes, at this rate it will be done in September or something. And this, nothing is happening. Here, something is happening. Yes, it's done when it's done. It's alright. Oh, steel is arriving. But no mechanical, no covered hull in sight. Is there? Roller, okay. I not quite understand how this works, with the rollers and the pavers and the things, how it all fits together, but as long as it works. No, there's still no covered hull coming. Are you not confused about this, are you? No, you're not. Beatus Road Cargo Station. Why? It's right here. That's why it's probably taking a while. Mechanical components. Here. Molna. Electrical components. Molna. Yes. I wonder how many of those stupid little things, mistakes there are in this. Probably quite a few. Now where are we going? The most important thing. Where do we keep that? The food is right about here. It's not that one, but it is this one. There is food in. Very good. 67 tons of it. Where are you now? No, there you are. Where are you going? Molna. Molna. Do they need anything? No, they don't. Go to the warehouse instead, if you may. And load. And then do this thing. Yes, definitely do this thing. Yes, do your regular thing. And we might be able to catch up. Speaking of catching up, did I send the clothing train on its way? All map. Clad target. Yes, it's on its way. Excellent. That might allow the clothing situation to recover slightly. Well, it doesn't really work that way, Swatch clothing factory and the Swatch also the warehouse, Swatch warehouse too. 5 workers in the clothing factory now. That's not very good. 22. We have lost a lot of people. A few people we have lost. Not great. We could move another gang out of Katzincha down to the neighboring town. Here, they are neighbors after all. Is the game having a bit of a fit with the audio? Here, I think that this sound has been in the background for a while. Has it not? We'll do that and see. Or here, rather. Yes, can we even get adult children? No, it's not possible. There's not actually that many here. Where are they all? Where would they be? List of cities, all map, and Katzinchal is where we're at. Hans Casino. No, I don't think so. Alvaret, could it be that Alvaret has actually... No. Where are they? Fuel, current speed. I have opened something up here behind. Engine RPM. Hans Casino. That's where they are. Here, okay, they are quite spread out. That's alright. We'll just pick a building at random here. This one, for example. This one has a lot of people in it. You still haven't managed to do this road, okay. Prefab, yes. I think that you might actually be able to recover here. Now, we don't want to move too many people out of Fantasina because it's an important place, and we have moved out like 150 people almost. That will be enough for now. No one's living here. Is that? But you can still walk to places. So I quite understand. Something terrible must have happened. But you don't have a problem. I mean, this is just ridiculous. How long this has been going on? Oh, there's a bus heading here. Will there be any work? 29 workers waiting. 30. Yes, very good. Right, this thing it's time to follow up on, and then we should wrap it up pretty soon. It's another 3 hours. It's insane. But there you have it. The coal heap. Yes, it is of sufficient size. The iron heap. It is of enormous size. Very good. Workers in the steel mill. Pretty decent. 180 amount of steel around here. We're getting there. 147 tons. How far away is the train? Steel transport. Brand new vehicles being transported. You're not supposed to use it like that, you know. You're not supposed to be hauling it around empty like what you are. Yeah, damn it. How does one fix this? Yes, I don't quite know what to do about that, other than to drive it into a depot and flip the wagons around a bit and then see if it works. Conveyor road crossing in Beatus. Oh, these are really handy if they don't burn down, you know. If the fire brigade manages to fix it, save the day. A fire truck was called and is heading for the fire. I think where are they coming from? They must be coming from Hans Casino. But maybe not. Yes, they are. No, Seob, I mean. They're coming from Seob here as well. That's the fire station. It's down there somewhere. Here it is. Yes, Seob fire station. Very good. You made it. But there's only one of you, for some reason. It was enough. Very good. Very good. Okay, so the steel production is actually up by a significant amount. And somehow we're coping to keep them fed with coal, which is nice. It's very nice. Few workers in the mine for the moment. A few workers in the steel mill for the moment. Yes, we caught them at a bad time here. Are you bringing any? Hello. 28 workers. Okay, this forest, it wouldn't be ready to 12,530 tons available. Okay, so it's possible to replant, but we don't use that many boards for the moment. Not any. Like a tiny amount, if that's the case. Let's see. Have you gotten your... Yes, you have gotten your mechanic. Now you have a tower crane here. Hello. Yes, that doesn't look overkill whatsoever. Here comes the bus. Please be for the agrofarm so we could see some nice construction. That dirt track is not very nice. But they might well go for the road to work. We'll see right about now. Yes, it went for the agrofarm. If it had workers on board. Did it? Yes, it did. It is this type of game, you know, and this game in particular. You think that you have no, we'll have this one. You think that you have. I've done it all now, you know. I have everything. It is working. I have done something that works, and then you get to the next point because the population has grown, for example, and you're starting to run low on things, and I still haven't gotten around to the meat. Are people vegetarians or how are we doing? People are vegetarians. Most of them. We need people in here. We don't have any people in here. That is a real shame. But wait a minute here. What's going on here? Polo Hero bus stop 2. Get in? No. Get out. Unload. Please, wouldn't you mind turning around? No wonder this isn't fixed. This was supposed to be fixed, but this bus was wrong. I mean, 46 workers in here, and these would be out in, well, a few weeks, but still. Also, this is too large, but it didn't matter because now it's empty. And we have a proper queue here. There you go, there comes the bus to save the day, maybe. There's a good stream of workers going into the livestock farms. Crops, oh, you have actually increased a bit. That's good. Okay, now then, livestock is being produced. Yes, forklifts are going out. Yes, they are. There it comes with some livestock. You wouldn't happen to be bringing any workers, of course not, because everyone gets out here nowadays. You don't even need to be doing this, it's just a waste of time. But, 5 buses on this one. That's a proper amount. And this one is going to take a while to load. Beatus Road Cargo Station. Yes, we could fix this. This is not good neither. You claim to have 1, 2, 3, 4 parking spaces available. It might also be these trucks that are causing that issue. You don't know. I'll try and do this, because here I think that there is plenty of meat available. You're gonna go there and load on the meat. Wait, sure. Don't go here. Yes, now another truck was able to go in, but then this is blocking. This is too long. It is blocking inside things. Very, very problematic. This one has a bit of meat, but not that much. What am I going to do with all these trucks then? Well, I suppose we could just leave this. It will work itself out. People aren't that upset about not having meat after all. And this, I think, would take care of it now, when the bus actually does something good and not just driving people back and forth here. 36 workers. Oh, you just left. It's for Katincha, and they are really well off when it comes to this stuff, such as food. Even allvaret. Here. It's good timing. Is there any... Oh, yes, you work... No, of course not. This bit. Are you seriously working on this bit now? You have got to be kidding. I believe this is the bit that okay, now you need steel and electrical components. Of course you're not working on it. Well, so the worker goes here to wait for a bus that takes them around the corner and drops them off here. They're supposed to get the instructions of what to do on the way or something. Also, that's why they can't go directly to a work site like this. Yeah, don't know about that. Yes, construction is running without issues here too. No, not for long. Oh, this really is hopeless. Is the college coming along there? Yes, slowly, but we have a problem. Looks like. Yes, okay, so this bug still exists. Then again, this is a mod building, and I put a short road on there, and it might be a problem somehow. What am I going to do? Change depot is what I'm going to do. Put you here temporarily. Out here is some road that's not been planned in. It didn't work. It was you. No. How do I sell you then? Yes, I sell you. Do not be bothered. Now what I should have done is, if you do this, you do that, and you do that. Yes, that's what you do. Or you do this. That's also something you can do. It is... Yes, then it was not the mod, it was the road. It was the issue. And it was a stock truck. Yes, dear friends, I think that we're about done. And we just want to check on the agro farm here. I know it's completed. What we'll do is we'll buy a few things. Sewing. It's all off the market at the moment. This one, Belarusian, I think, is the thing, right? No, we say Ryssland and Vitryssland. It's exactly the same, Russia on the end. Belarus. Anyway, road. Here. You're gonna need an interface for this. Shouldn't you? I could have done the tractors and things. We're gonna need fuel also. Yes, then that is not completed. But this is, and therefore we shall have it. Especially because of this agro farm being constructed, finished. And you even have electricity. Lovely. Now then, tractors. Okay, so that's what's available from the east here, and from the west. No tractors are available. I should know this stuff by now. Okay, so this is still on speed level 24. And 7. Fine, whatever. We'll have a few of these. 3. Yes. And then for harvesting though, I'm pretty sure that the west has something. Pretty damned expensive. But we need. This is not even something that you can discuss. This is just the way it is. And we have so many covered hulls. We're not going to buy a covered hull here, or a cargo truck, or a cargo trailer thing. Covered hull. Yes, sure, covered hull. How many? 3? 2? 3. We're also going to need to transport to the grain storage. 3 for the agro farm, and 2 is 2 enough. Yes, 2 for the grain storage. That will be enough. And then we'll do this. Oh, this is getting complicated here now. Yes, we'll put this away for now. And do the easy bit first, which is this. Head over to this one. Here. Change the home depot or workplace to the agro farm. Like so. And like so. And meanwhile, not forgetting then to set up this line, which will go here, create new line, and this will be grain delivery. It's a bit cheating to say it first, and then you're supposed to say it simultaneously as you're writing it. That's the challenge. Yes, but it is almost impossible. You stop here. Load 100% of everything. Anything. Wait until you're loaded. Definitely. And then go. Also a little bit of. We should have 3 trucks in here. Are there any vehicles associated with this? There's plenty. This one. Even more. Oof. Could we get... no, we could not get another one in here. Maybe one of these small ones. Just save that for now. One of these small ones. It's not in the stock thing, it's a mod. Cargo station. Yes, you're hovering over it. Road cargo station. Is that the same as that one? Yeah. There isn't a cargo connection here, so it doesn't matter. What really? You know what? I'll take it. That's what I'm going to do. Do we want that, or do we want something else? Maybe I could come off here to make it as messy as possible. Too sharp a turn. No, it's not. Is that of any benefit to do it like that? No. I doubt it. Yes, there you go. Do it. Do it. And, well, I cannot set this up yet then. That's alright. Let's just try and remember it. And then I cannot apply it to the vehicles neither. But there we go. We also need to get fuel into here, of course. There should be a distribution office here, which does not handle such things. Because it does not have a tanker. It's getting a tanker. We have one here, an enormous one. Those cause problems. Yes, I know. Well, these don't cause problems. Yes, but they might be a little bit out of fashion. Maybe, but it will be a good runabout here for Molna. There we have it. And here, add new connection. You go from here out of the lovely bridge down to there, and at the train diesel station you load and you do not unload, and you don't care about that. And then you also you go here to unload and make sure that they have plenty in stock. And they ought to be safe from fire here, and they ought to be good. Simple as that. Yes. I think that it's time difference to end. Hovering around 22,000. We're not decreasing at a great rate anymore. We have clothing. I think that we're recovering. Go and have a look at the capital and see how it's doing. There we go. It was a bit far away. Here is yes, everything exists for them. Great, fantastic. For Husqvarna, how many people are in Husqvarna nowadays? 6,804. Okay then. And what about here, Hansasino? 4,000. Okay. This special traffic circle is now completed. A circle, it's not a circle, it's just something. No vehicles driving here, so no, it is definitely time to say goodnight. And such. Yes. Dear friends, I don't know about this. how long are we going to go on? It's April 2001. And the grass has grown back here. Or I have not done enough footpath inside the rail yard. It is decent, but I'm not overly happy with this. At least we can see the trains. I know that get reminded of their existence. Yes, and speaking of, how many? Yeah, I made 2 locomotives, 1 more. Okay. Don't know what I'm going to do with all of them. I don't know what I'm going to do with all these neither. Could sell them for quite some money. Yes. But what to do with that money? We are completely self-sufficient. We don't need anything from anybody. We are completely self-sufficient. We are. Thank you so very much for watching, dear friends. Good night.